Another day, another absolutely dominant performance from the trio of Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual. But this wasn't the only team that had an insane day today. Also, the trio that I have been hyping up all chapter now for being the most underrated team in the world has also qualified for the Trio Cash Cup finals in a singular day. We also have to talk about some potential bad news for trios like Mongraal and MrSavage, some teams that are currently struggling in just outside of that qualification range. Real quick before we get into all of that though, if you guys are new to the channel, please just subscribe right now and turn on notifications. We are less than 600 subs away from 88,000 subscribers, so if you're gonna help me reach that goal, please just subscribe right now and turn on notifications. Please just go K-Dog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Without further ado though, let's get straight into this video and start off with the winners of NA. And remember, this is just day one of qualifiers. There is a 2-day qualifier, and then the top 33 teams are able to move on to the set lobby finals where they play for money. But in first place is of course Ritual, Cold, and Peterbot on 662 points. This team was able to win 2 out of their 8 games. They had an average placement of 6.1 and an average elims of 20.8. We just have to go over this insane match history. They got a 29 elimination win, 6 elimination 16th, 35 elimination second, 25 elimination second, 16 elimination third, 6 elimination 18th, 23 elimination 6th, and a 27 elimination win in their very final game to pull off the world record day and be able to qualify for the Cash Cup finals in 8 games. Now, another trio that is most likely also already qualified for the finals is the trio of Shadow, Curve, and Tyler. These guys also had one of the craziest match histories you will see for 7 games. They were able to win 4 out of the 7 of them, but this trio had an average placement of 2.5 and an average elims of 15.7. Now, before I go on to their match history, I want to say this is the team that I am personally claiming to be the most underrated team in the entire world. I have already been hyping these guys up for so long now, so I don't want the bandwagoners to come in now. These guys are my underrated pick right here. This trio got a 9 elimination 7th, 17 elimination 4th, 14 elimination 3rd, and then 4 straight wins with 13 elims, 17 elims, 22 elims, and 18 elims. Just an absolutely insane day from this trio. These guys are all young, underrated goats, and they are definitely on the come up in 2025. Third place is honestly another underrated team of Seek, G-Money, and OSID on 541. This team was able to win 3 out of their 8 games. Fourth place is a team that I feel like is always in that top 5 of Batman, Booga, Mason, Yamzo, and 497. Fifth place is actually a brand new trio and honestly a surprising one of Skittles, Ree, and Chimp. Now, as you guys know, Ree actually ended up getting dropped from the trio with Booga and Threats, and now he ended up playing with Skittles and Chimp. And I mean, top 5 after day 1, super impressive. We will see how they end up doing after day 2 tomorrow, but as of right now, these guys are looking really good. Second place is Yapko, Quanti, and Edgy. 7th is Rapid, Poyo, and Bolts on 442. 8th is Visuals, Victor V, and Aminish on 429. 9th is another brand new trio and finally getting to play together, but I'm pretty sure Vidil is still on EU of Vidil, Cooper, and Sphinx on 419. And then rounding out the top 10 was Evan, Dolger, and Eshu. Now, you need to be on around 300 points after day 1 to really be in that qualification range to be able to qualify, since qual is around like 620 points. So some other big names that are in that qual range is like Aviv, Booga, and Threats in 14th. This is the brand new trio. If you guys missed my video from yesterday, yes, Booga and Threats dropped Ree for Aviv, and Ree is currently outplacing them, so shout out to him, but still, they're in that qual range, not too much to worry about for them. 15th place is Adria's, Acorn, and Kanata on 369. 18th place is actually Muzz, Clicks, and Rise on 357. Now, this trio was able to win 1 of their 10 games. They had an average placement of 13.9 and an average elims of 6.2. Now, I'm just going to be the first one to say it. They did not look that impressive today. Their best games was a 14 elimination 7th, 13 elimination win, 10 elimination 7th, 12 elimination 2nd, and then a 9 elimination 3rd, and kind of like a dead W key game in their very final game really did propel them up the leaderboard more. But if we're just being real here, it was a little bit of a struggle day for them. I think they will still have no problem qualifying, but there is still some very clear issues that this team needs to work out before the finals start. Bucky, Okus, and Craze finished in 21st, and then a little bit of a surprising one is actually the EU trio of Seti, Hari, and Cammy in 25th place. Now, these guys have had to grind their way all the way from Division 3 to Division 2, and they are finally in Division 1 now, and being able to be in qualification range for a set lobby finals on NA is just super impressive, to be honest. That is why they are definitely a top 5 trio in the world. There's not really a lot of big name teams that are currently outside that qual range, besides like maybe Asian Jeff in 56th. And then you do have like Cease Day and Jack in 68, but it does seem like a lot of our big names are inside that qual range, which is super good going into finals. And let's actually move on to how EU went now. Now, on EU, we might have some bad news for you Mongraal and MrSavage fans out there, but we have to start off with continuing their dominance dominant reign of being the best team on EU. In first place of day one of opens is none other than Vico, Vino, and Flixie. Now these guys finished with 483 points and they were able to win one of their 8 games as well. Now this trio had an average placement of 11.7 and an average elims of 15.3, just absolutely fragging out as they always do. They were able to get a 28 elimination second, 27 elimination win, 19 elimination 8th, 16 elimination 5th, 23 elimination 3rd, and those were mainly their best games on the day, finishing with 123 elims. I still do think this is the second best fighting team in the entire world. I would still put them under trios like Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual, but this trio definitely has an argument to be the best team in the world still. Now second place is the trio of Tripper and Thomas HC and Ferdoxy. These guys finished with 450 points and won 2 out of their 9 games. Third place, I just feel like a team that is literally always in third, of Seti, Hari, and Cammy on 438. Fourth is the brand new trio of iDrop, Sky, and Scroll. Very excited to see how this team is able to do in finals if they're able to qualify, which I think there kind of is no doubt that they will. Fifth place is Volko. Sixth is also another brand new trio of Vania, Pixie, and Marius. Cool to see a lot of the brand new trios do super well after day one. Seventh is Rax, Berdage, and Radiance. Eighth is Shark, Zhu, and Zandy, another team that I've continuously just been saying is one of the most underrated teams in the entire world. Ninth is Stormy Right, and then rounding out the top 10 is Siren. Remember, we are looking for those top 33 trios that are going to be on track to actually qualify for finals. So some other big names is like Pink, Nebs, and Chino in 12th. We also have like Rezon, Yanis, and Noah Riley in 15th. I'm really hoping for a big week for this trio, as if we're just being honest, they have been kind of disappointing ever since Chapter 6 started. Another big name that has been kind of disappointing in Chapter 6 so far is Mongraal, MrSavage, and Panzer. They were able to finish in 18th place this week. Super consistent day from them, getting an average placement of 8.7 and an average elims of 7.1. Now this trio was able to get a 9 elimination 3rd, 10 elimination win, 8 elimination 11th, 6 elimination 13th, 4 elimination 11th, and then back-to-back 7 elimination 5ths. Obviously, the main narrative around this trio is, are they going to be contested in finals by Huddy's trio? And if you're wondering how Huddy finished, he is currently in 23rd place after day one. Huddy's trio was not able to qualify last week and they were uncon in finals, and I'm pretty sure they still finished in like 21st place while being uncon, and we all know when they were actually contested by this team, they finished in dead last. So this team is really hoping that Huddy struggles and that he is actually not able to make it to finals, because if these guys are just going to keep contesting each other every single week, it might be time to hit the panic button very soon. Some other big names is like Swizzy Murstache and Sined in 20th. If you're wondering, no, Swizzy and Murstache did not drop Queasy. Queasy is still just on a vacation right now, so they are just going to be filling with Sined for this week. Ping Walks and Malibuka finished in 30th, and then Chap, Chucho, and Teeny are currently the final team in that qualification range on 33rd. If you're wondering what big names are actually struggling so far and not on pace to qualify, we have teams like Trulex, Friss, and Tayson in 45th place. Now remember, this is a brand new trio, so if they are not able to make it out of opens in their first qualifiers that they play together, it is not going to be a good look for them. As well as the defending Cash Cup winners on EU of Pix, Darm, and Demus are currently in 48th place. So if a team that was literally able to win the Cash Cup the last time we had Trio Cash Cup finals are going to go from that to not even qualifying, I think they are definitely going to have to move down the rankings. I also know some of you guys were upset that I didn't go over the Eval Cup damage from yesterday. Kinch hasn't posted it till this morning, so let's just quickly go over that. Remember, this is for the tournament that happened yesterday and not for the one from today. But in 10th place was Jewel on 3,832 damage. 9th was Vino. 8th was Fito. 7th was Chris. 6th was Default. 5th was Mixon. 4th was Jew. Going into the top 3 is Comeback in 3rd, Nebs in 2nd, and then in 1st place on 5,127 damage was none other than Sky. Let me know in the comment section down below which trios you guys think are not going to be able to qualify after tomorrow. Do you guys think Mongraal and MrSavage are going to end up being contested? Remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are on the road to 90,000 subscribers now, and we are less than 600 subs away from 88,000. So if you don't know how to reach that goal, please subscribe right now and turn on notifications. Use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. It is the best way to support me, so please just use code KDOG in the item shop. Follow me on my Twitter at SleekKDOG to keep up to date with everything to do with Fortnite competitive. YouTube says don't enjoy one of these 2 videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.